All right, welcome to Marnie's Marketing Mondays, and we're going to be talking about Pinterest ads today. I will preface it by saying that some things you need to know about Pinterest ads is they tend to be, so far I'm having them be more economical than Facebook ads per click. But I can't say yet whether they're as effective, whether the traffic that they're sending is as qualified, or can't really say that yet because I've been advertising like books, and we spent $30 on some Pinterest pins over the weekend and one book sale from it. So I mean, it's not worth spending $30 to get one book sale or something. But if you had something more like an opt-in, or something meatier that was, you're going to make more money off the back end, I just wanted to show this to you. Generally, you've got more women on Pinterest, but they're using it for different things, and you think a lot of times just in terms of recipes or stuff like that, but there are other audiences on Pinterest as well. So let me share my screen here. And okay, so what I did was, this is Instagram here actually, and I looked and I just kind of hovered over. This is if you get on your account through the computer, you can easily see which one of these got the most likes. So I'm wanting to do something with my book here. So this one right here had 15 loves on it, or likes on it, or whatever, which is more than any of the others. So okay, I'll use that one. Since it was popular on Instagram, maybe it'll be a good one to do. So I made a Pinterest version of that one and posted it. So I've done that work already. Let me go back to, but that's how I decided which one to do. Okay, so there it is. And I can hit promote here. Another way to get into it is through ads. And I'll go in there because I want to show you. Or I did put an ad up over a couple days. I guess I did 4 days because I did $5 a day. They were 25 cents per click. I don't think I sold any ads. I mean, any books off of this, probably. Maybe one. Yeah. But, okay, so when you go in, you'll be like, well, where's my ads? I ran my ads, they only show you the active ones on default. So you got to make sure you hit this thing to see all the ads. So there's my campaign. It's similar to how Facebook has it organized by campaign, and then by your audience. The ad group is kind of like the audience. And there's the ad. So I've used that one and spent $20 and got 79 clicks. So cost per click 25 cents. They showed it 10,000 times. One thing that they do with the stats that I kind of like is they'll tell you how many saves came from it, and then how many people did a close-up. These impressions over here are earned from the saves. So these are ones that I don't think you pay for these. So like if somebody saves it and then you get clicks off of those, that's telling you how many people it's been shown 58 times because it was saved to those 10 boards. These are engagements that came from the saved things, and I don't have any clicks right now coming from that. But then these stats over here are more from the rippling effect of whatever you did with your. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm almost thinking that in order to be able to see if it's going to work, do you think maybe having it to an opt-in page, a very enticing minimal opt-in page to give them something really good might be more valuable? Because when you say go buy a book,
Probably, yeah. What I'm sending them to is, it actually is an opt-in page, but it still tells them to buy a book. So, um,
Cool.
so it has this opt-in. It tells them, get the book, and then you can get the affirmation audio and the music when you get the book. So that's what I'm sending them to. Which is not, I think it'd probably be better to have some other just straight opt-in. Most likely would work better.
Can you convert that into a page without any tabs? So it's just a single page. You know what I mean?
You mean like a traditional sales page of some kind? That's just.
Yeah, an opt-in page that doesn't have things that will distract people.
I could, yeah.
What do you mean about distract? Because all these tabs are about this, though. It's not like she's on a web page with things that aren't about her book.
I know, but you need to find something to get them into your list, or maybe you're asking them to buy the book and then come and do the list. Do you want to give them something first to entice them, and then get them on a list of people that are interested in the concept, and then do a email series of that and become book buyers? Or
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a $2.99 book, and I'm like, okay, do I really want to have a bunch of tire kickers forever? So I'm kind of going the other angle with it, just to see.
Well, then in that case, then I would say something like, you think you're worth $2.99? Yeah, I would really put it in there. It's only $2.99 or something like that. Order a copy. Say something about the fact that it's only $2.99.
Yeah, could do that.
At the top of the page?
Yeah, something where it really grabs their attention.
Yeah. I could put it underneath the image, only $2.99 on Kindle or something like that. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I mainly wanted to just show you how to place an ad. So, because I know I got to work on my what I send them to. I know I need to work on that. So let's see. We got that one is on. I'm going to use. Well, I probably should show you how to create an audience. So let me go back to campaigns. If you were to do a campaign from scratch, you would hit create a campaign here. Technically, my book is all one campaign, so I don't really want to create a new campaign, but maybe I'll just do it for the purposes of this demonstration. So you can say whether you're going to do brand awareness, whether you're going to do video views, you want to build traffic, you've got an app to install, want traffic. So I can use my confidence rising details. $5. I'm just letting it place it everywhere. So that's basically the setup of the campaign right there. We'll hit continue. And then an ad group is the audience that you want to use. So I could try a different audience. This is one that I've chosen before, but let's say I want to create a new audience group. And let's just see what we got here. So they have these broad categories of interests. So if you put something like confidence in there, it really doesn't show anything because that's not one of their categories they've got. Self-help, maybe. That's for pre-K skills. That's not it either. So, yeah. So what I ended up doing is just looking at, okay.
Do they have anything like life skills?
life quotes, which would definitely be all right. What I ended up doing before is they have a quotes section, I think, right here. And it'll expand out. Like I didn't want birthday quotes. Don't really need family quotes or friendship quotes. Okay, so that I kind of went with that. You could pick something else, but then you can also add other keywords. So it's a Christian book, so I could look. Let me do a search over here. But I can also go, say, the energy route. I don't know if they've got energy, maybe vibrational energy. That's not it. I really didn't want alternative energy. That's probably has to do with solar power or something. I don't know if they've got energy healing. Probably the people that are into some of this stuff would be into the, because it's an affirmation thing, really is what it is. So.
Try affirmation.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do next. I don't know who Carly May affirmation is. Y'all know?
Mm-mm. I'll Google it.
And really, I probably shouldn't muddy this grouping with the, I say muddy it, but I could make this just like an energy healing affirmation, you know, not mix the two. So I'd have a better test to see how well these people are responding to it.
I just Googled Carly May affirmations, and the top one was 23 best affirmations by Carly May images on Pinterest. So apparently she does a lot of 31.
Where is she now? I did
Carly Marie, Marie. Marie.
It's funny, she's not showing up.
Interesting.
There she is. Oh, one word. That's why it wasn't showing up. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. They're saying to bid 93 cents, which seems like a lot. Probably because this is so narrowed. Let me see, what else would we want? Do the life packs. Yeah, I don't know that it's going to ever change. No, now it's gone up. So whatever I did made it go up. These must be really, something in there is popular. Something's in there somebody wants. Wonder how they decide what you. See if we can. What if I take that out? Just want to see what it does. It's back down to 93 cents. So something in that. I wonder if it's life hacks. I know life hacks is popular. Yep, it was life hacks. Made it cost more. That's weird. That's a really popular category on. Okay, they don't ever really spend what they say to bid. I've never seen them actually spend whatever you say you're going to do. All U.S. locations. I'm going to do English. Don't want anything but English speaking. All devices is fine. All genders is fine. I don't know though. I really have a lot more women than men read my books. Now, see, now my bid amount went up when I said I wanted women.
Click on unspecified and see if it takes the bid back down.
Was the man?
How are we doing?
I don't know. I guess men could read my book. I'll just do all. All right. Okay. So once you've done that, you hit pin. Something's not right. Scroll up and fix any errors.
Yeah, it's so long ago from got a long time ago.
Start engaging with this set of people that is defined by you.
We're doing class, man. Okay, we're going.
Oh, I didn't say budget.
We're going to go.
And I didn't give it a name. So these are all right. Now I'll try it. Fix that one. And this one is and that's my URL. And I'll hit promote pin. Now there's a delay with them. Okay, so the thing with Pinterest is it's not as you know, like if I go on Facebook and I start running an ad, pretty quick I'm going to see my stats and I'm going to see like, oh, these are costing me a lot. I don't really want to pay this much. There seems to be at least a 12-hour delay before they're going to show you anything on these things. So it's not a real-time data, you know what I mean? So you're kind of, you got to be willing to put the money in and not know what you're going to get probably for 12 hours. And as you can see, the bid on that grouping was only 53 cents for this group that I created, where this one's 93. So, but these are probably ideal target audience for an affirmation. You know what I mean? These are probably more targeted than these are for what I'm trying to do. So we'll see. And if you get more click-throughs because it's, you know, more highly targeted, then all the better. So it won't cost you as much per click.
So this is $5 a day. Can you stop it anytime you want to?
You can stop it whenever you want. Yeah. How
do you stop it?
Right, what I just did right there.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. So that one was on. I need to make sure that all of it's on, because I may have that campaign turned off at the campaign level. Yeah, I don't even have it on. So I'm going to have to turn the thing on. I turned it off because of earlier. So I turn it on here on the campaign level. I click that. And right now, this new one is the one that's active. If I look at all of them. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I ended up putting it under the same thing. Well, where are the inactive ones? Maybe I created a completely different campaign. Did I? I think I did, didn't I? That's probably why I'm not seeing everything. No, that's the one I spent money on. It's missing. I'm not a fan of their system because it's like they don't show you everything. There's the one that I spent money on. Okay, great. But there's another thing inside of that they're not showing. They keep bouncing back out. Oh, I'm looking at campaigns. That's why. I gotta look at all on the ad grouping. There you go. Okay. So learn from my trial and error here. You gotta, each one of these, you gotta say all if you want to see your old stuff and your new to compare to make sure. So that one's paused and this one's on. So we'll just see what it does. I'm willing to spend $5 to see. So. Okay, any questions on that? They have a thing where you can put like a tracking thing like Facebook has as well, so that, you know, if you want to gather the audience that's visiting your site. That's not what I want. conversion tracking right here under ads. So you can make a code, a pin, well, not a pin, but a piece of code that you put on your website inside of here. Okay. So you would hit here to create a new Pinterest tag, and you could make a code that would you put on your website. And then, see, it's a similar code like they have on Facebook, but you need to put it like up in the top of your, like between your header codes. I use tracking, what do you call it? Tracking Code Manager is a plugin I use on my WordPress sites. And then I just put this, I actually ended up putting the Pinterest tag in with the Facebook tag just below it. I let the Facebook one be above it, and then I pasted that one in below it inside the Tracking Code Manager. So then you can retarget people that have visited your site, just like you do with Facebook.
And that was called conversion something or other. What was that called? What did you click on?
And conversion tracking. If I can delete that thing. Got extras in here maybe. I guess they let you delete it. So, oh well. Their database is junked up, not mine. So.
Can you show us the Tracking Code Manager, please, inside your site?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's settings, Tracking Code Manager. All right, so here's the basic default one. I'll hit edit here. So here's the Pinterest tag right there. And then
is it a Pinterest tag just for Pinterest, any Pinterest, or is it per campaign? It's like all of Pinterest?
I think it can be all of Pinterest. You can create different ones. Like if it looks to me like maybe you would create one for one site if you wanted to, and one for another if you want to break it down per site or something. You could create different tags in here, you know. I mean, technically, I probably shouldn't have called it CBS Business Consultants 1. I could have called it, it asked me what my business name was, but I guess I could call this, you know, Trust Your Heart series, you know, if I want to. I don't think that's relevant to the name, anything in it. Let's see. That's my Facebook code up there at the top. Now I've got the Pinterest down here. Yeah, so it's not mentioning the name really anywhere in there. That's just for my reference.
What does that tell you to do? To copy it and add it somewhere?
I added it right here in the tracking code manager.
Oh, so it just has to stay there in the tracking code manager.
Yeah, and I've got it set to be in the whole website in the standard code to track on WordPress. And then once you do that, then it's on all the pages of your website.
And then how do you find out what data it gives you? I mean, it's a tracking code for tracking something. So
Pinterest,
you have to go somewhere to see what has happened.
yeah, it's Pinterest is keeping it and the background. And then when you go to, like, let's say you were to create an ad group or something, you should be able to select the people who visited your site. And here, let me see. If I say create a new group, visitors who went to your site, see, that's going to be, if I choose that, then it's going to send it to the people who went to that tracking pixel. You pick which tracking pixel, say that one. So you could make different tags for each of your site if you're going to segment, you know, you only want to run it to the Trust Your Heart series people versus, say, ideal marketers people or something like that.
Okay.
Marnie, who made this tracking code manager plugin?
Let me go back. IntelliWP.
Thank you.
Usually it's the first one that comes up if you put in tracking code manager, I think.
And if you're looking at, didn't you say when you look at plugins, you look to see which ones are updated more frequently and how many downloads they've had?
Yeah, or in the rating. Yeah, so it's the first one. The rating's pretty good on. I don't have any trouble with it. It was updated 3 months ago.
Thank you.
Okay, want to see anything else or got it?
That's good.
So even though they were showing like a cost per click of 93 cents, they were just being really aggressive, but you didn't find the cost per clicks were anything that high?
Right, because like my one that said 53 cents, I really only paid 25 cents. They're just, it's like, are you willing, how willing are you how high are you willing to go? And it's almost like the people who are willing to pay more get theirs shown more. So sometimes it's okay. I noticed this with Amazon too. Just go ahead and bid higher, but they don't ever spend the bid.
That's weird to me. It's paradoxical. I don't get my mind around it.
Yeah.
They don't spend it because
nobody else is really, I guess whatever it's worth is not that. I don't know how they're determining what, you know, that maybe they just inch them each up until, I don't know how they're determining what they decide to spend, but Amazon doesn't spend it and neither does Pinterest. I just placed some LinkedIn ads today and the bid it recommended was like $9 a click.
What?
And I left it. I hope it's okay, but I left it. I just want to see. So I was like, I hope we're not, but we don't end up paying $9 a click. This budget will be gone in 2 clicks. So,
You'll have to let us know about that.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Once I
have to
know
take
LinkedIn one's better, I'll show you the LinkedIn ads too, but I don't know them quite well enough to be
I'm
showing.
gonna have to take off a bit early. I have some recording to do, and the family just left. I have to do it while it's quiet, so I have to
Anyway.
like catch it when I can.
Yeah.